Hi ladies! So today I'm going to go over a quick 5 to 10 minute makeup routine that all of you can use. So let's jump in as the clock is ticking. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some primer on. We just need a pea-sized amount with our primer. And you're just going to want to apply this to your full face. If you're not a primer user or you don't know what primer is, it helps create a barrier between your skin's natural oils and your makeup. That way, the barrier helps keep your makeup on longer throughout the day because your skin's oils aren't going to be absorbing it. So I'm going to put that on and I'm going to let that dry. I'm doing a pretty simple look today. Foundation, mascara, a little bit of eyeshadow, and a lipstick. And we are going to be done. Okay, so the next thing up is foundation. You just want to shake it up, make sure everything is all mixed together. And then I am a 5-drop girl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And to add a little extra to my look today, since I'm just doing 5 minutes, is I'm going to add some of our liquid highlighter just into the middle of this brush right here. And this is going to give me a glow from within. Our BB powder gives you the dewy look, and when you add the liquid highlighter to your foundation, it's just going to give you a natural glow. Your whole face isn't going to shine like when you just put the highlighter on by itself. This is just going to give your face a glowing look. And since I'm not doing a full-blown makeup look today, that extra glow from within is just going to help make you look polished, if I can talk today. So with our liquid foundation, you normally use 4 to 6 drops depending on how much coverage you need. If you need a couple more drops than that, you can, but the average is 4 to 6 drops. So I'm just going to make sure this is all spread out equally, and then we will move on to the next step. I have a blemish on my nose right there, so I'm going to add a little bit of concealer to this brush so that I can get the same color I used on the rest of my skin. Does not take much with our makeup, so that right there is too much. Go ahead and add some to my under eye. Dumb zits on my nose. Okay, foundation is done. Next up, I'm going to grab our brow palette because you can use this for so many different items on your face. So this is going to help your routine go faster. So I am going to brush out my eyebrows to the position I want them in, and also so they're not crazy. I am going to grab our artist brush that goes well with this kit. I'm going to use the angled side, and I'm going to just color in a couple of my more thin spots on my eyebrows, and I'm going to line them so that they are more defined. So I'm just using the lighter of the two colors right now because I am, you know, you're in a hurry. You don't want to do both colors where you line with one and color in with the other. So I'm just going to fill in the spots that need some more hair, and I'm going to go out. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Add some definition. Turn my blonde hairs into brown hairs so it matches my hair color a little bit better. The natural blondes, I decided to go red for a little while, but I think I'm ready to go back. Remember, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So there's this tinted wax. I'm going to grab that and put on my eyebrows. This is going to help to make them water resistant and smudge proof. And it's also going to help keep them in place all day. I was a little hesitant about the wax, but I actually love it. If you're having a really rush day, you can actually just use the wax and not even color in your brows because the wax is tinted. Okay, next up on this, I'm going to use, there's these two cream highlighters right here. The pink one, and then there's a shimmer color. This one's matte and this one is shimmer. I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to use this highlight as a more of a neutral eyeshadow. This is really quick. It's cream. It dries to a powder, and it gives your eyelids a little bit of color. So I'm just going to do that on both sides. And like I said, once that dries, it will dry to a powder finish. And then the second thing I'm going to grab in here is the other cream highlighter, which is the one with shimmer. And I am just going to add that right here for a highlight. And same right here. When you use a highlight, you just kind of want to put it in places where the sun naturally hits anyways. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Love highlighters. Okay, next up I'm going to grab my blush brush and our powder bronzer. I'm gonna use this to do a quick contour. We only have 10 minutes. Not going to do a full one, but I feel like since I started doing just baby contouring that I don't look normal if I don't do it. So I just do the 3 motion. I'll do my forehead, I skip my temple, my cheek, and then I just like to do a little bit on my chin and jawline. And then we'll blend in a minute. Then I'm going to grab my blush. We're using the color Seductive today. And I just do the apples and then pull it back. And we're going to blend all that in, so do not think we're going to leave it all lines. Lines are, I cannot get them to match for some reason. Okay, blush is done. I am going to grab my lipstick. I'm using Sentimental, and I'm just gonna put that right on. Little bit goes a long way, especially with these liquid lipsticks. You want to put just a light coat, otherwise you're never going to get them to dry. So, lightest coat possible. Okay, next step is mascara, and then we're going to blend, and we are going to be done with our 10-minute look. If I can get them out. Okay, here's our fibers. Here's the gel. If you're in a super hurry, you can skip the fiber step and just apply the gel. If you have enough time, you can go ahead and add the fibers in. I normally do not put fibers on the bottom. I will do 1 or 2 coats of the gel. My bottom lashes are actually quite long. They just have no color. They're blonde. So if I want to look, I have eyelashes. I need to add some of our gel to the bottom. And if I want them to look longer than they already are, I just throw on that second coat. So there are the bottoms, which I look super funny without the tops. And let's go ahead and do our tops. So first step is the gel. You're going to want to get a good generous amount on there and make sure none of your lashes are sticking together. If you need to grab the eyelash comb and straighten those out, you can. And then I like to put a little bit on the back, and that is just because I put some fibers on the back of my lashes. It helps add strength, or length, strength. The instructions say to start at the middle of your eyelashes and go up. I, however, start at the base and go all the way up. I think they do that because maybe if the fibers got into your eyes, it might irritate them. I don't find them to irritate my eyes at all. And I feel like it makes my eyelashes look thicker and fuller. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next side. And do step 1 and step 2. And then we'll go back and finish up step 3. Okay. Step 1 is done. Here's step 2. And we're good. And let's go do step 3. Step 3 is really important to seal in the fibers. If you do not seal the fibers in, you're going to get flaking throughout the day. And you don't want flaking. So make sure you get all of the fibers covered with gel in the 3rd step so that you are flake free during the day. If you get any type of flaking, make sure the next day you add an extra swipe or 2 when you're doing your base coat and when you're doing your final coat. Oh, the faces we make, huh? So when I do my 5 to 10 minute look, I normally make a mess with my mascara. I normally like to keep my eyes nude, and then I do a colored lip, or you can do vice versa. You can, let me clean that up. You can do a colored eyeshadow and then do a nude lip. I just find it's faster to skip eyeshadow and do a colorful lip instead. Just gonna put this back on there since I was being messy with my eyeshadow. Okay, let's blend this in so we don't have those harsh lines, and the blush and the bronzer that I used are mixed together. And then I'm just going to kind of clean this out a little bit and blend in everywhere else I put a little bit of contouring. And voila, that is my 10-minute look. You can do it faster if you're not talking. You can mix it up to your style, but this is my go-to 10-minute look. Thanks for watching. Bye.